Hi, I'm Karina Dayondon. I'm one of the first 3 Filipinas to climb Mount Everest. And we were also first 3 women in Southeast Asia to summit Mount Everest and first 3 women in the world to traverse Mount Everest. No other women have ever done it until today, only a handful of men. And also, I am the first Filipina to complete the 7 summits of the world. As a mountaineers po, we have this motto of take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but good friends, and kill nothing but time. So, yun po yun. Nandun po yung respeto namin sa ating inang kalikasan na dapat tumulong po tayo na ma-preserve po siya at hindi po tayo nangunguna na magsira sa ating inang kalikasan. So, as a mountaineers, andun yung respeto, pagmamahal, at yung advocacy na tumulong para ma-preserve natin yung nature. And as we go along to our personal lives, nadadala na po namin ito. Kasi, yun nga, pag nasa bahay kami, andun din yung simpleng bagay, yung, di ba, yung waste management, yung segregation, yung minimal yung plastic na ginagamit natin. At saka, yung hindi po tayo nag-aaksaya ng mga resources like water, even food in the table. So, na-apply na din natin siya and it's already a way of life, yung mga discipline na natutunan natin sa pagiging mountaineers. And I'm also lucky because I'm currently working in the Coast Guard and my work is very much related also into conservation of the environment because we have this unit like the Marine Environmental Protection. So, ang adventure ko hanggang sa work ko, nako-connect siya. And I'm very lucky because I have this work and I can do those advocacy na kasama na po sa trabaho ko ngayon sa Philippine Coast Guard. Woman. So, isa na doon, to be honest, is yung ano po natin, yung period, if we have this period, yun po yung isa sa challenge natin. Siyempre, we don't have that comfort room. Wala po, andun po tayo sa outdoor. Wala po tayong personalized, customized na bathroom na pwede tayong mag personal hygiene needs. So, yun po, with that, nag-adjust naman tayo and then we just do mga diskarte ba na para yung hygienic natin na needs ma-address naman maski nasa outdoor tayo. And of course, 'di ba, nandoon na tayo sa sa pagiging mountaineer and then yung love for nature. When we went there, like yung mga as a woman, yung mga napkins natin, kinikip talaga natin yan na nasa tamang pagtapon. Even dinadala pa namin yan sa baba ng bundok sa sibilisasyon para doon namin itapon yung mga waste materials po natin, including yung mga napkins. Kasi speaking of hygiene management. So, isa yon yung may period kami, isa yung challenge po natin. Pero okay naman na manage naman natin. And of course, being a woman, to be honest na din, hindi naman natin pwedeng sabihin na tayo talaga ay malakas in terms of yung masculine capacity. Lalaki pa din naman talagang malakas. So tayo mga babae, takot din tayo minsan na nag-iisang nag-trek or yung threat ba sa safety natin if we're alone or parang napalayo tayo sa ibang mga kasamahan natin. Kasi po, minsan, yun nga, iba't ibang facing tayo. So, maski magkaiba kayo ng facing, minsan, nandito yung respeto sa isa't isa na body system. Hintayin mo talaga yung kasama mo para yung safety din niya mabantayan and ma-safeguard because, anything could happen along the way pag nag-iisa yung tao. So, pag wala siyang kasama, walang body-body system, walang immediate na tulong ang pwede nating mabigay sa tao na on emergency situation. So, yun po, yung pagiging babae, nakakatakot din. Challenging din siya. Ang pagiging babae, challenging din sa mundo ng mountaineering. Kasi, ano lang ba yung lakas din natin pag may mga bad elements na pwedeng mag-attack sa atin. So, yun nga, balikan ko din na kailangan talaga may body when we climb mountains. Huwag po tayong magmamagaling na because we're empowered women, kaya na natin to. So, we have to climb with a group or with a body. So, last siguro yung challenge din is, the hygiene during period, yung security that anything could happen pag wala kang kabady, and siguro yung yung alam mo yung mga lalaki kasi minsan, 'di ba may mga boys talk. So, parang minsan din parang yun din yung challenge ba na kailangan mong lumugar if ever pag magsama-sama na pagkagabi, yung parang happy hour. So may mga boys talk kasi kunti lang kayo. So siguro lang to, a matter of respect din sa mga climbers na mga lalaki. Kung may mga babae din, wala yung mga green jokes, yung mga ganon. Kasi respeto din sa mga kababaihan. And then kami na mga mababae, pumili tayo ng tamang kasama pag umakyat po tayo ng bundok para po maging komportable yung climb natin, yung happy hour, and even going down from the mountains, the summit, maging happy and then safe po tayo. To all the women outdoor na gusto po mag-climb or mag-venture into sports na gusto po nila, or even yung mga gusto nilang ma-achieve sa buhay, ang masasabi ko lang po ay yung pag-climb ko po ng 7 summits, or firstly, pag-climb ko po ng Everest, sa pag-climb ng 7 summits, those climbs are just simply symbolic of seems impossibles na mga Pilipino. Yung Everest kasi, parang siya, yung impossible dream. And then, after we climb it, napakita po natin doon na wala pong imposible. So, yung symbolic na yon, not really na ika-climb nyo din na yung real mountain na climb ko. Tayo pong mga kababaihan, may sarili po tayong mountains sa buhay na inaakyat. May it be your relationship with your family, your business, your career advancement, or sports na gusto nyong ma-achieve, ma-accomplish. Yun po yung mga sarili nyo yung Everest. But of course, if you're given a chance na mag-climb ng Everest or 7 summits, i-grab nyo din po iyon gaya ng ginawa ko. So, ang atin lang dyan, ang masasabi ko lang din po, you just have to believe in yourself na kakayahan, magtiwala po tayo have faith in God, and then be determined kung ano po yung ma-achieve nyo sa buhay, anong dreams na gusto nyo i-achieve, stay focused, and then be respectful, and nothing is impossible that you can achieve. Talagang ma-achieve nyo po yan at maabot nyo po yung mga pangarap nyo sa buhay. And also I would like also to add that in many trials or in climbing a mountains, in achieving bigger dreams, may kaakibat po siya na mga challenges along the way. Kung gaano po katayog yung pangarap natin, ang dami din pong challenges along the way. So, wag lang tayong panghinaan ng loob. Kasi instead na manghina yung loob natin, doon tayo hugot ng lakas para maabot natin yung pangarap natin at ma-inspire tayo na makakaabot at magkakaabot din tayo sa pangarap na yan. Like for us, when we climb the mountains, there's no shortcut. 3 years po nating inabot yung pangarap po namin na mag-climb ng Everest. 3 years po yung training namin. Wala pong parang shortcut na doon na lang kami agad. We undergone a lot of trainings, and then Dami pong challenges din na na-overcome po namin. And then after that, naabot po natin yung summit ng tagumpay. So, also, we have to be reminded also na ako dala-dala ko to palagi na I always believe that if you have this good intention and pure heart, you will attract people that you will help you to make your dreams possible. So, ganyan po yung nangyari sa akin. Kasi hindi ko na din po inimagine na maabot ko yung summit ko, yung 7 summits. So, ang dami lang talagang mga blessings na tumulong, mga taong hulog ng langit na tumulong sa akin. Kaya naging posible po yung dreams natin na umakyat ng 7 summits. So, marami pong salamat sa inyong lahat sa pagtiwala sa aking pangarap na maabot po natin yon. And may you continue to help other people also, yung lahat ng mga tumulong, nag-pray sa akin. Ipagpatuloy din natin ang pagtulong sa iba na ma-achieve din po nila yung mga dreams po nila. Kaya ng Pinay. After climbing the Mount Everest, I thought of completing the 7 summits because I have already the 2 summits, like highest in Asia is the Mount Everest, and then I have the highest in North America, the Mount Denali. So I invited Janet and Noel to climb with me that time in 2000, way back 2009. And then sabi nila, hindi daw sila mag-climb kasi may iba silang priorities. And then come year 2012, I think, nagkasakit kasi ng cancer yung sister ko. So, I saw my sister kung gaano siya katapang, gaano siya katatag nung in-embrace yung hinarap na yung challenge sa pagpapagamot of being a cancer patient. So, sabi ko, mas matapang yung kapatid ko na in fact, siya nga nag-idolize sa akin na matapang daw ako, Iron Lady. So, nilook up niya ako. And then I said to myself, I have to show her kung gaano din magiging matatag. And that's to continue the 7 summits. So, yun, inisip ko na tapusin siya. Nag-start ako 2013. And then, sabi ko, baka sa pag-climb ko ng 7 summits, makagawa din ako mga projects yung related sa cancer awareness program, yung mga ganon. So, yun na din yung inspiration ko para sa kapatid ko. And then, nag-start siya 2013, 2014 naman, the next na climb. That's in Australia, the highest in Australia continent, 2014. 2015, the highest in Kilimanjaro. 2016, the highest in South America. So if I go back, the highest in 2015, the highest in Africa, that was my 5th summit out of the 7. So I was very happy because I'm near to completing the 7 summits. And then I go home na very celebratory kayo nung pagdating ko kasi gusto ko i-share yung experience ko sa successful climb ko. But sadly, my sister got sick of cancer again. Sabi ng mother ko, I received a call, sabi niya sa akin na my sister is given 3 months to live. So I was sad because prior traveling to Africa, nagtawag pa ako sa kanya kasi she's a nurse, rural health unit na nurse, RHU, sa LGU na nurse. So I called her, sabi ko, Ding, anong sakit anong gamot para sa may sakit sa sore eyes? So yun, sinabihan niya ako na, Manang, you buy that medicine and then in 3 days, mawala na yung pula sa mata mo. Don't worry kasi 4th day pa naman yung travel mo. So, nasabi ko sa sarili ko na if only nalaman ko na may sakit siya noon kasi sabi niya, Manang, also pala, hatagi ko kwarta because I have cough. So, if only nalaman ko noon na more than a cough pala yung naramdaman niya noon. So, baka hindi na ako nag-Africa kasi yung pera ko, binigay ko na lang sana sa kanya pagpagamot. But Ganun talaga ang buhay. Yun talaga yung ano na din niya na bumalik yung cancer niya, nag-reoccur na naman sa lungs niya. So she's given 3 months to live, and we spend time with her. And when she's gone, I just told to myself na, well, she's up there, she's an angel watching me over as I complete my 7 summits. Para siya yung magpapalayo sa akin sa mga disgrasya. So, hindi man niya ma-witness yung pag-complete ko, but she's there watching me over. So, yun, ang dami pa ding nangyayari after those 5th naman nung summit na yun. So, may 6th summit ako on the 17th because I thought of just taking a rest. Mag-pause muna ako for a while to save some money. So, when I get the money, someone helped me, and then I add up my money. I went to Mount Aconcagua, the highest in South America. So it was really a personal effort. Parang wala akong mga support team na mag-research para sa lahat na logistical support. So, yun, tingin-tingin lang sa internet, and then I Google na where to stay, what safe place to stay, and to what to ride from here to there. Parang ganun ba, Google lang talaga lahat. So, yun, nabuo ko yung logistical requirements hanggang lumipad ako sa South America. And then, nasabi ko sa sarili ko, wow, legit pala yung contact ko naman sa internet, kasi nadadala sa, maganda yung siguro niya, yung sa website ba. So, yun, that climb was not a summit climb for me. So, we have also this reminder to ourselves that when we climb mountains, it is not always a summit for us. And the nature has a message for that we have to pause for a while, wait for another time to climb, because mas importante yung safety namin, and then once lang yung buhay natin ma-live natin. So better we wait for another window. But the window would be the next season. So it's a very expensive, not summiting that mountain, but the mountain will teach us really that to be humble, how to respect her. So yun, the next time naman is I went on giving inspirational talks to many groups, and then someone noticed me, and he called me, and then he called me, and then he gave me his calling card, and then the rest was history. Binuo nila lahat ng logistical requirements ko for the next attempt ng South America, Mount Aconcagua. And in Mount Aconcagua, I think until now, no other Filipina have ever climbed it, ang Mount Aconcagua. And even siguro the Vinson Massif, the highest in Antarctica. Antarctica is the most remote continent in the world. Talagang schedule, limited lang yung pag-fly out from Chile to Antarctica. And then, limited yung tao na pwede lumipad doon, sakay ng airplane. So, I was very grateful, very fortunate na natulungan po tayo ng mga individuals na naniwala sa pangarap natin, na ma-achieve natin yung 7 summits. And I'm always grateful palagi na ma-remind na na powerful talaga yung maniwala tayo sa dreams natin. It's from us. Mag-start dapat yung pagtiwala sa dreams natin. Kasi from there, talagang mas lalo kang ma-inspire na ma-achieve mo siya. And I've proven it. Talagang yung something seems impossible, the 7 summits, nagawa po natin. So ganun po kagaling ang mga Filipina. Ganun po tayo kadeterminado. Wala pong imposible para sa ating mga Filipina. To start with the inspiration, it must start with the mother who gave life to me. Because I even put that on my Facebook, or meron pa nga akong mga write-ups na it's the mother who showed first the strength, the determination, the will na mabuo ka in 9 months and then ma-deliver ka after 9 months na buhay. So doon pa lang sa mother, pinakita na niya how to live stronger and being empowered. And going back kasi, nung baby pa kasi ako, muntik na kasi akong makuha. So even if I came from abroad of 15 children, I'm the fourth. Ano din, parang valuable din ako, maski ang dami-dami namin. So I'm very grateful sa mother ko po. Kasi po, nung muntik na akong makuha, talagang sinave po niya yung life ko. And he took time to rest para makarecover siya. And then, yun, naging okay na yung pagbubuntis niya, yung baby niya sa loob niya, lumabas na naging ako na isang healthy and isang dreamer. And who knows, di ba, sa lahat ng mga mothers, yung mga dinadala nyo na baby, alagaan nyo po yan. Kasi yan po yung mga bata na ngayon ay they're no one, but someday they'll become legends, di ba? Para po sa lahat ng mga kabataan, aside from loving and protecting our mother nature, I also encourage you all to get involved in any outdoor activities, because from there, doon po mag-start yung pagmamahal po natin sa ating kalikasan. Kasi yun nga, if you get involved into like hiking, camping, doing even biking, mountain bikes, you go on a trail and then you will really have this pleasure na ma-enjoy, ma-recharge ka sa ganda ng nature. So, from there, sa experience mo, sa pag-visit mo doon mo lalong mapataas yung yung connection mo sa nature, na from being like parang lang ka, tourist or visitor, nagiging custodian ka na sa ating mother nature. So hindi lang po ito diretso na parang dyan ka na lang para i-love siya, but it must start with being involved, get connected sa nature natin, like involving into any outdoor sports po. Yun po, sa lahat ng mga kabataan. And aside from getting involved sa mga outdoor activities, it will also make you physically fit. And then the outdoor is the best place to teach you discipline, survival, and then time management, and also teaching yourself being away from the comfort zone, surviving out of your comfort zone if you're into the outdoor adventure or sports. So, mahalin po natin ang ating inang kalikasan at palagi po nating we get ourselves involved and active in any projects na connected po sa pag-preserve and protect our mother nature po. Thank you. When we reached the summit of Mount Everest, we were very happy, very grateful, thankful, and of course, we pray. Kasi nagpasalamat kami sa lahat ng mga tulong na natanggap, lahat ng mga sacrifices ng members, ng mga nag-support sa amin. Parang nabayad silang lahat. So, happy kaming, sobrang happy po kami. And then, as we go down from the mountain, mas careful kami lalo, because mas madaming energy ang nako-consume when we climb the summit. Parang more than 50% ng energy ng katawan namin is na spend na siya. So, kailangan maging careful kami pagbaba kasi mas mahina yung katawan namin and then mas prone kami sa mga disgrasya. And even, ang iba kasi sobrang excited. So, we have to remind ourselves na, oy, wag tayo maging excited, baka malalapit tayo sa disgrasya. So, thankful and grateful kami nung umabot kami ng summit. And of course, we prayed na, Lord, salamat talaga sa blessing for the chance of standing on top of the world. But of course, wala namang silbi na umakyat lang kami sa pinakataas na point ng earth and then just until there. When we went down, we just go back on the lives that we have left behind and we tell our story. We share our very enriching journey para po ma-inspire natin yung mga kabataan natin, teach them to dream big also, like what we did sa Mount Everest. Parang, yun na kasi yung pinakamalaking pangarap, yung Mount Everest. So, wala din kasing purpose if nakatayo ka na lang doon hanggang pa-picture na lang. So, until today, we continue to share our inspiring story especially to the young ones, and we teach them to dream big and nothing is impossible.